Hey, this is Lance with 20-Sided Night. Today we're going over what is resurrection. But before we go over what is resurrection, I just want to ask you guys to like, share, subscribe, follow us on Facebook and Twitter if you want. Just come on, do something. Be cool. Just be cool. But there's a few things with resurrection. It's a lot harder to do in Starfinder than it is in, say, Dungeons and Dragons or some another magically based game like Pathfinder. As far as spells goes, there's only two spells for it. They're both in the Mystic spell list. Going off the core rulebook there, it's the Reincarnate spell, 4th level, and at 5th level, Raise Dead. Reincarnate, it rematerializes the dead in sort of in a newer host body, or just gives them a random body. And Raise Dead works as your typical Revivify would, or anything similar to that. That's how it's done magically. And there's also ways to do it scientifically. Say if your game isn't really magically based, where if you are playing Starfinder, magic has sort of taken a backseat to things. It's still there, but backseat, so I don't blame you. You can do it by way of a resurrection table on page 220 of the core rulebook. The pros with this, you get to revive your fallen ally. Say your group really liked your player character, or the quest revolves around bringing somebody back to life. That is an option there for that. It does have a high cost of around 66,000 credits, so you're going to be shelling out quite a bit there to bring somebody back. So if you do want to use this as sort of a quest or mission set piece, rather than something to rely on to fix your mistakes in battle, that would be a good idea for that. Maybe your quest giver could pay for it, but it's your goal. Go out to some exotic laboratory, go find it, and then bring your target to this place to revive them. It is a one-time use thing as well. So like it basically attunes everything to that one being who's being resurrected by this table there for that. So you're not going to be able to bring back, say, I don't know, Lucy, who's the object of this quest, and say your Vesk pal Franco, who died during this quest. It is also a high item level, around level 16. If you are using this quest idea, that I'm saying at least, that I think would be pretty cool. Tier it around that level. The lab doesn't want just people busting in and using their stuff. But that's sort of how to revive people magically and scientifically in Starfinder without sort of DM intervention. One thing that sort of bothered me for a while about Resurrection is that it seems like it's something that, and I feel like the higher item level and the higher spell level of this does mitigate this in some way, but it can be abused. Like, you just keep bringing back Franco. He keeps dying. He's your cannon fodder. With this, an idea that I sort of have in some of my games is either there is an inevitable who says, okay, you've been really abusing the laws of life and death here. We can't let a word get out that it's so easy to come back to life, so we're taking your soul. And the party has to go out and fight them or bargain with them even. Hey, please don't steal our soul, and we'll work for you as your heralds to make sure this doesn't happen too much. Just say Franco. Or there's, in 5th edition, I know that there's these grave clerics who really do fight for the sanctity of life and death. And so something like that, where the dead should stay dead and not bastardize the cycle, that will be a really good thing to sort of send against your characters. And with the Mystic, you can sort of reskin the grave cleric into the Mystic. We'll probably make a video about that later. And similar beings who enforce death's law could intervene. Or another idea would be the body and soul can only take so much resurrection before spiritual cancer kicks in, where their cells are so used to being immortal that it's giving them cancer. It can be a quest arc in of itself to resurrect a fallen ally if they do die and you just don't have a Mystic on your team. You just don't have the credits available to use a resurrection table or the know-how or level to get it. Another, the party doesn't have the resources to resurrect them, so you must complete an arc for a potential benefactor, like some sort of laboratory, some medical rival to Abadar Corp, or a powerful mage or deity who's looking to gain some sort of favor or clout. They know how to resurrect you, but they don't want to do it right away because they want something from you first. Or even if a powerful magical object is found, whether it be somewhere on Eox that's bringing the dead back to life, say it's some magic crystal, and your friend or your ally, even you are from Eox, so you've heard legend about this. You go to Eox, the corpse hordes, and the mind slugs, and you eventually find this item of undead. You're able to turn it from only affecting undead to bring creatures back to actual life. That could be an idea there for that. or the party has the means to resurrect the body, but the soul is trapped. Say Franco was evil, and so then you may have to go find a portal to the nine hells, and wrest his soul from whatever demon or devil lay claim over his corpse. Or he's good and he just doesn't want to come back, and he went to heaven. But you need Franco, you like him, so you gotta go kidnap Franco from heaven. If people do hear, oh, you brought Franco back to life, and word gets out, you'll have everybody and their great grandmother coming after you. Oh, please, I don't want my relative to die. So there'll be ways to keep that silent. Or if you want to ride out the fame of that one, there's an angle for you as well. The cost, the rarity, and also the risk of inevitables chasing you down, it could be something to consider when putting resurrection in your game, whether you use it as a spell, the resurrection table, or if it's a part of a quest. I hope that you find a lot of fun in it. Hope your characters do die, and they die in a way that's enjoyable for everybody. Again, thanks for watching 20 Sided Night, and bye for now.